What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
One of the things that we believe has been really pushing the stock market higher is the growth rate of earnings per share.
It's such a bold-faced lie. The only way earnings per share are increasing is because of the quantitative easing, the printing of money to buy treasuries to keep interest rates low, is so that they can take that money and give it to CEOs at zero interest rates, and then they go and buy their own shares down. By buying their own shares down, that will take and artificially inflate earnings, fake, which pushes up the stock price. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. You know, that's a hoax. There's so many hoaxes. Besides the great military industrial complex hoax, there's many hoax. That's one of the biggest hoax right there. The stock market, I pointed out to my members, the stock market continues to go up, the S&P, and I keep telling my members, look, let's keep staying with the spiders and stay with the big funds, the big tech funds. Go and buy the Qs. Just put a stop in, and we'll just keep riding these things because they are not going to taper. They're not going to turn around and raise rates. They're not going to raise rates. They can't. It's impossible. I mean, what a hoax. They want inflation, and they get inflation from money printing. So why would they cut back on money printing, which they use to purchase treasuries to bring those rates down? I mean, it's really simple. A CEO sitting there, and just use for an example, he's got 1 million shares outstanding, and his earnings come in at 3%, and everybody's expecting 6%, but now they're going to come in 3%, minus 3%, and they're expecting plus 6%. And so all he does, he's got 1 million shares, he borrows money from the Federal Reserve, zero rates, zero interest, and then he goes in and buys the company's 1,000 outstanding shares. He'll buy, let's say, this is just easy math, 500,000. Now there's only 500,000 shares outstanding. So now when the earnings come in, these only has that minus 3%, he only has to spread over 500,000 shares. So instead of having a negative 3%, he can have a positive 6% by simply reducing the number of shares he has outstanding. So if they expected 6%, plus 6%, and he came in at minus 3%, they just simply get that money, called QE money, which is zero rates, and just buy their own shares down. And this is what they do. This guy's a liar. That's another con job. Another hoax. So again, why would they cut back on money printing and purchasing these treasuries? The government increases inflation through money printing. They want inflation. This like we gotta watch inflation. We can't be above our target 2%. We can't be. That's a lie. They want inflation. Why do you think we print and print and print and print? See, look, there are two ways the government, our Congress, increase the money supply to pay for its increased government spending. They simply hike taxes. That's what they're trying to do now. But that's not popular. Not above the constituents. They're not. Unless they try to sell it like they're doing. Oh, we're only raising rates on the rich. Anybody who makes $400,000 or more, which is a bold-faced lie. Sure, if you're making $50,000, $35,000, you're not going to get an increase in taxes. You're not going to get a bill like the rich are going to get. But here's what you're going to get. You're going to be paying more for everything. You think if I run a business and now that I'm getting hit, I got to pay higher taxes, corporate taxes, I'm simply going to raise the cost of my goods. That's all. So that's a tax. Gasoline's a tax. The second way they do this, which is most popular among our congressmen, is to print money to purchase treasuries to lower rates on the national debt. Those savings, when they lower the rate on the national debt, the interest rate, they save money, right? Now, those savings increase the money supply, but it also increases inflation. Another big hoax is to say that, and again, how can, this is a hell of a hoax. How can they say inflation is transitory when Congress has been relying on inflation for its spending since 2008? What a hoax that is. That inflation is transitory. That's a hoax. Congress has been relying on inflation for its spending since 2008. Deficit spending is where Congress spends more money than the tax revenue they take in or collect. Deficits have to be paid. They simply print money when they got to pay it. They just print more money, causing more inflation, which they love. Now remember, when the government's in trouble, they make sure inflation goes up. When I say in trouble, what I mean by in trouble, the debt keeps going up. You got to pay the debt. Well, when the national debt keeps going up and they're in trouble, and then they turn around and have to borrow money from China because they're in trouble. Now they got to pay the money back to China. They create more inflation so that when they go to China, I've told you this several times, and say, oh, okay, we owe you $1 million. Well, all this printing of money, the dollar value went down, so now that million is only 800 billion instead of $1 trillion, right? That $1 trillion, let's say you owe $1 trillion to China. You really only owe 800 billion to them now because they printed all this money. The inflation dropped the value of the dollar, and so they can continue to get rid of their debt through inflation, through printing. And who gets hit with that? You and I. You know, it was really upsetting. I've been doing this so long, and I've been trying to get across to people. 80% of you lose money in the stock market. And especially the people that I call the tourist investor, who listen to these dopes on these business news networks. CNBC, Fox, tell you buy all these stocks, buy in a pullback. 80% of you lose money. Don't you want to get into the 20% group? For heaven's sakes, why do you always want to be in that 80% group? Check it out with anybody. 80% of people who are in the stock market, even with 401ks, worse with 401ks, continually lose money. Only 20% of the people who participate in stocks make money. Don't you want to shift to that group? We can help you do that. We'll talk more about that and some more hoax, the Federal Reserve hoax, when we get back. Those thieves.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgate.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So we're talking about the different kind of hoax. Other than the greatest hoax of all, the military-industrial complex hoax. The other big hoax is the lie that they're going to watch inflation. They're going to do everything they can to keep inflation down. And they're going to start tapering. They're going to start tapering all that money they're printing. They're going to stop doing that tapering. Yeah, they said that in 2008, that they're going to stop in 2013 and never stopped. Why would they? Why would they cut back on money printing and purchasing of treasuries to keep interest rates low? Why would they do that? They're never going to taper. Because the government, they need inflation. They need inflation to pay their debt down. You need inflation. Another great hoax is the Federal Reserve. You know the Federal Reserve, our owners control the Federal Reserve. Our owners. And everybody that's in the Federal Reserve, especially the 12 different district presidents. The Federal Reserve has 12 sectors around the United States. Federal Reserve banks. You have the Federal Reserve Bank itself, then they have 12 other little, or it'd be 11 actually, around the country. And that way they go and they feel they can get a pulse. They can get a pulse on what's going on in the Midwest, the Far West, the South. And those people that run those banks, those gangsters, they all sit on the board that makes the decision if rates are going to go up or rates are going to go down. These district Federal Reserve presidents, they make those decisions. Why would they make a decision to raise rates when with inside information they're buying and selling stocks, they're buying investment properties? If they're buying investment properties, they're borrowing money. Do you think they want to pay higher rates when they control the rate? These Fed presidents, like the Dallas Fed president, the Richmond Fed president, the Boston Fed president, these gangster banksters, they're out there borrowing money to purchase stocks, borrowing money to buy REITs or real estate investments. Do you think they want to raise rates? These are the same people who make the decision for us if we're going to pay higher rates or not. Do you think they're going to, let's raise rates, man. Let's raise rates. When this guy went out and he just bought a whole bunch of REITs, investment properties. What are you, nuts? What are you really, you got to be nuts. Would Pelosi want to raise rates when she's making a fortune in the stock market? Her net worth went up from $40 million to $100 million on Microsoft. You think she's calling the Fed president to raise rates? Calling Powell, the chairman, raise rates? What are you, nuts? That's why I keep telling you. The market is a rigged game. Vegas is a rigged game. But the difference between the Vegas game and this game, you can make much more money in this game called the stock market than you ever can in any other game like Las Vegas. Why? Because once you get to the point you don't give a damn what the economy's doing, you don't give a damn if the market goes up or not, you don't care if the market goes down, you don't care if the market goes up. What do you care? You got to get in that position. How do you get in that position? Well, you got to be part of us. You got to be part of us, the 20% who consistently makes money where the market, regardless what the economy's doing, regardless what the market's doing. 20% of us always make money. Just 20%. And what makes the difference between the 20 and 80? Having the right tools. And what's the main tool? If the economy is going down and the stock market starts going down, you make money on the way down. It's called selling a stock short. But for 50, 60 years, Wall Street doesn't want you to sell stocks short. They don't make money when you sell a stock. You always buy a stock. They make money when you buy. But when stocks go down, they convince you to cost average down. Anyone that tells you when a stock is going down to cost average down, they should be in jail. A stock's at 30, it goes down to 15, the broker calls you and says, "Hey, George, boy, do I have a deal for you today. You know this stock you bought for 30? I can get you more for 15. And the dope says, "Oh, really? You can get me more of that stock for 15? Yeah, that wonderful stock. They went from $2 to 30 cents. I can get you a lot more at 15 now." And he buys it. He buys it. He believes it. Cost averaging down. That's a joke. You never cost average down. You only add to your position when a stock went from $2 to 30, and then it goes from 30 to 40. You double down. You only add when it's going up, not this cost averaging down. Because once that stock starts trending on the way down, it can continue to go down. That's ridiculous. That's stupid. What a hoax that is. Cost average down. That's a hoax. Look, let's take one stock here. JCI. JCI's been a wonderful stock. Many of my gang members got in the stock in October when it was around $40. Now it's $75. If you go look at my chart, my Pro 2 color-coded chart, if you have a mobile device, you can look at it right now. I have it up. See how it stayed green and it's still green? That's telling you we have a wonderful trend of money continuing going in. So some members got in October. That's giving them almost a 70% gain. Some members got in a little higher. They got a 22% gain. But they'll know when to get out.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. you immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. For the best insight in both the stock market and the economy, turn to the Phil's Gang YouTube channel, where each weekday at 3 p.m. Eastern, you get to listen to my Phil's Gang radio show, where you get the best information both on stocks and the economy. And each Friday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern, you get the new segment of my popular Market Crash Unfolding, where I detail the weekly events that are leading us up to the next crash. Both Phil's Gang radio show and Market Crash Unfolding on Phil's Gang YouTube channel. And remember, when you're on my YouTube channel and listening to my show like now, subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. All right, so let's get back to these different hoaxes. As I said, the government spending relies on inflation, so the hoax is to convince you, oh, no, they don't want inflation. Why would they cut back on money printing? Because money printing, remember, causes inflation and it reduces the value of the dollar in your pocket. See, this thing QE, where they print money to buy treasuries to drop interest rates down to zero so they can loan to the big corporations at zero, that's a confidence game. It kills Main Street. It destroys the purchasing power of Main Street workers and their dollars, their wages. Look how much meat is going up. Look how much groceries going up. Look how much gasoline's going up. But your wages aren't going up. Who's causing this? Who's causing this? The Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is causing this with their QE, printing of money to bring interest rates down to zero, to destroy the dollar so they can now pay their debt back to China, the dollars that are worth less, so they don't have to write them a check for as much money. You think they're going to stop doing that? These are the same people. The Dallas Fed president, Robert Kaplan, Richmond Fed president, Barkin, Boston Fed president, Rosengreen. These gangster banksters deal all day long, buying and selling stocks, buying investments, buying real estate, buying REITs. You think they're going to raise rates? They want to pay higher rates, interest rates, when they buy investment properties? You think let's put rates up. I just bought $3 million worth of investment. I think I'm going to, when I sit down next week with my committee, we decide we're going to raise. I'll tell them I want to raise rates at the Open Market Committee. Remember, these are the same guys who sit at the Federal Reserve Open Market Committee. They set the rates, the interest rates across the economy. Yet they're out there, the thing they're doing, they want to always make sure these rates don't go up. And that's what has destroyed this country, this economy. Because you got to raise rates. When rates go up, that means the economy's doing well. When you keep rates at zero, it's telling you the economy is doing terrible. But they take parking space in your head. These fake business news networks tell you, look how great the economy is. We're at zero rates. Look how great the economy is. We've been at zero rates since 2008. Look how great the economy is. And anybody knows. That's telling you we're dead, dead, dead. And the stock market is going to collapse. The underpinning of the stock market is QE. Printing of money to buy treasuries to keep rates at low. They can't taper that back. They would be. But the problem, they have an open conflict. The people who make the decision, who sit on that board every month to make that decision, they have a conflict. They don't want to raise rates because it's going to hurt them and their investments. You think they're going to, the people who, these guys who sit on the Federal Reserve Open Market Committee are going to vote against themselves? So again, when you don't have to, you got to get yourself in the position, you got to move yourself. You check it out. In the last 50 years, 80% of the people invest in the stock market lose money. Especially people in 401ks. Don't take my word for it. Check it out. The 20% make money consistently. Why don't you want to move to that group? I'll never understand that. Why don't you want to move to that group? Because see, that to get into that group, the only way you make money if you get into the 20% group, those are the people who don't give a damn about what the economy is doing, whether the market's going up or down. Because with the same ease that they buy a stock, they sell a stock short. I'll give you an example. My color-coded chart turned green on BMY, Bristol Myers, and that was around I think around June, the end of June, and it was around probably around $65, $65, and it went up to around $69, and then it started to change red. So my members had a call to action because before it turns red, it'll turn yellow. That's right. It's green, telling you to buy. Then all of a sudden, it will turn yellow. It'll start turning yellow. It gives you a call to action. It's telling you They're pulling money out. The big boys on Wall Street, the big institutions are pulling money out. They're taking profits. It's over. You don't have that in your chart because I have the chart. I designed it. It's patent. So we get a call to action, and then when it switches to red, which it did around August 31st, then we just changed our position to sell short, and it went from $67 down to $61. So we made money shorting Bristol Myers. That's another probably about 10%, 9-10%. So let's say we made, just to even out, say we made 5% up, we turned around, made 5% down. Once you can do that, you get into the club. You get into the club of the people who make money consistently, whether the market's going up or down, the 20% club. And how do you do that? How do we do that? First, you just join my gang, because I have something nobody else has. It's called the Pro 2 color-coded technology chart, where it tells you where the money is going, when to get in, when to add, when not to add, when to buy, when to add, when not to add, when to sell, when to run like hell, and when to sell short. Switch your position. And think about this. Can you imagine the people who got in that are afraid to short and went up 6%, and they got out knowing the stock was going down, but they didn't take advantage? If you're getting out because you know the stock is going down, for God's sakes, why you just switch your position? Well, I understand why you don't. You don't have the confidence. Well, I have the tool that gives you that confidence. It's patent. It's my color-coded technology. It turns yellow, and then when it hits red, you just change your position. If you can put a light switch on and put a light switch off, you can short a stock from buying it to selling it short. So 5% up, 6% down. And here's the sad part why people lose money, 80%. Because if you got out of that stock after a 6% gain and you went to buy another stock, the problem is you're buying an overpriced stock, because all stocks have gone up. So if you got in at a good point in a stock and she went up and you made, let's say, 10%, now you get out because you don't know how to switch so you can make money as it goes down. You get out and you go and only buy, you're always looking for another stock to buy. You're buying a stock that also went up. So you're buying an overpriced stock when you know the stock's going down. Think about it. You know, that's why you got out, because you know it's going down. So why aren't you making money as it goes down? Because you don't have the tools to do it. Well, join my gang free for 10 days. You get the color-coded chart, and we'll show you. It's easy. So make it so easy. Every day we post our portfolio, our member portfolio, every day at 2 o'clock. And every day we tell you exactly what to do with each one of our stocks based on our color-coded chart.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. We're talking about hoaxes. What are the biggest hoaxes in this country? Well, we know the biggest hoax of all is the industrial complex, the military industrial complex. What a hoax that is. We also know one of the biggest hoax is to convince you who invest in the stock market not to sell stocks when they go down. Just buy stocks. You know, buy. Just buy. Don't sell. Never sell. And when the stock goes down, buy more of it. Buy on the dip. Buy on the dip. What a hoax that is. When, in fact, when a stock goes down, all you need to do is sell it short. What on earth? Just think about it. If you're in a stock and it went up 10%, let's say you got into Johnson & Johnson and it was green, tells you to buy it, went up 10%. Now it tells you it turned yellow, call to action. Tells you money's being pulled out. And then all you have to do is sell it short. Make money as it goes down. And if you can flip a switch on and off, very easy. Can you flip a light switch on and off? We all can. We don't need technology for that. So why would you get out of Johnson & Johnson and buy another stock? Because remember, all stocks are, when the market's going up, most all stocks are all going up at the same time. So you're just getting out of one overpriced stock to get into another overpriced stock. That's like going to JCPenney, go and buy, you think you're going to be smart, go and buy a suit at retail for $200, and you think you can put it on a hanger and sell it outside front of the store for $400. What are you, nuts? So all you do is just switch your position. And once you get when you get to that point, with the same ease you buy a stock, with the same ease you sell a stock short, that's when you become part of the 20% club. But it's nearly impossible to tell people, to get people to do that. They're so spoiled. They're so, they're just, I don't know what it is. They just won't sell a stock short. It's just as easy as flipping a switch. Because all you're going to hear is buy, 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 buy. They buy, 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 buy. Let's change that. Why don't we work together and change that? Make a deal with you. I'll help you. And then when you start making money when the market goes down, and when the market crashes, I know you don't believe it's going to crash. Oh, it's going to. There's no question about it. If you just take the S&P, and you can, if you have a mobile device, just check it out. I got it up on my chart right now, SPY. Okay, just take SPY. And if you bring SPY back, I'm going to do it right now for you. Remember, from February or March of 2020, after we had the crash, the 31% crash, the market's gone straight up and it hasn't stopped. We're going to give all that back. So the market, let's just take the S&P, went from, let's say, $237 up to $447. You're going to give that all back. You're going to give that all back. Why would you do that? See, most people don't get out of a stock because they don't know when. They're waiting for somebody to tell you to get out. They're always waiting for someone to tell them to get out. Well, who are the people going to tell them to get out? The people who don't benefit if you get out. Because when you get out, a broker gets upset because they don't make money. And they're not going to tell you to sell a stock short. Then all of a sudden the stock's going to start collapsing. Because remember, all those stocks that went up from March of 2020 to today, what drove that rally is when the economy closed down, the stocks that went up were those stocks that benefit from a closed economy. Like Netflix. Everybody stay at home and watch TV. Zoom. All the stocks that are involved with Zooming. Those are the ones that brought this whole market up. Not earnings, not profits. That's what drove the earnings and profits in those stocks. Just those stocks, handful of them. And guess what? It brought the rest of the market up. Remember, 6 stocks out of the 500 S&P 500 stocks, 6 stocks drive all the other stocks. Now, those stocks cannot hold their earnings. It's impossible. And then when they turn around and they start increasing taxes, that's going to hit earnings by 5%. They're going to lose 5% in earnings, these companies. What are you, nuts? So all you got to do, join my gang, free for 10 days. And during that 10 days, you'll see how it works. Well, the Working Investor Group. Go to philsgang.com, click on Working Investor Group, and you'll see how it works. It does work. You haven't anything to lose. Try it out. Free for 10 days. So you learn how the color-coded chart works. And then you also, every day at 2 o'clock, Steve turns around, head of our education program, and takes our portfolio. We have a member portfolio, a group of stocks that our members are invested in. And every day he explains at 2 o'clock what to do with each stock in our portfolio based on the color-coded chart. And guess what? When it turns red, our members know how to switch the position and make money as it goes down. Once you get to the position that you don't give a damn anymore if the market's up or down, you don't give a damn anymore what the economy is doing, that's when you become part of the 20% club and you get out of the losing 80% club. You know, we're talking about these hoax. You know what one of the biggest hoax are besides the military industrial complex, and besides the hoax of The Federal Reserve telling us they're fighting inflation. They're fighting inflation, which is a big hoax. Student loans. There's a college hoax called student loans. You know what that costs this country a year? It's incredible. It's incredible. What a hoax that is. A college degree. They keep telling you, oh, you got to have a college degree. You got to have a college degree. You're not going to make money. College degree is a sure path to a life of social and economic privilege. What a bunch of crap that is. And you, the college graduate, you'll earn $1 million more than that poor guy over there who has a high school diploma. That lowly guy over there. You're going to make $1 million more. That's their pitch. Can you imagine? Just like the 401k pitch is. Oh, we're going to share with you. We're going to match you. We're going to match you. For every dollar you put in your 401k, we're going to match you with $1. One day I'll tell you about that hoax. That's not true. I ran a public company. I know that's not true. But let's stay with this. So the big hoax with the college degree. So college graduates are going to earn $1 million more. $1 million more than the guy with a high school. Really? How do they get that number? Well, they multiply the $25,000 difference between the $32,000 a year they say you're going to make in high school compared to the $58,000 a year you're going to average over 40 years going to college. That's how they get that $1 million. But they don't tell you when marketing this $1 million con, the cost of acquiring a degree has risen at twice the rate of inflation. What are you, nuts? Also, they don't talk about the offsetting. That $1 million income discrepancy is the $46,700  4-year cost of tuition, fees, books, room and board in public schools are $99,000. So they never talk to you about the offsets. They don't tell you about that. And how about the financial aid? Add in all the financial aid. Add all the scholarships and the grants. You know, college grads still don't pull even with a high school grad's income until after the age of 33. Oh, and the law schools, they have the biggest hoax of all. The law schools, once you know that. The law schools. And the real hoax is they target minorities because they know minorities work hard, they want to get ahead, and they want to get them into their law schools. They're aware of how hard minorities want to get ahead. They want to get them into their law schools. And there's another reason, too. We'll talk about that tomorrow on Phil's Gang. Right now, why don't you join my gang, philsgang.com, hit where it says Working Investor, and become part of the 20%. Get out of the 80% who lose money. Go to the 20%. 10 days free, and you'll see it works. Then all I ask is help St. Jude when you do make money, and you will, in the 20% group. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dream.